Hi lovely person who clicked on this video. Today I will show you the rest of the thrift flips that I made. Like you could guess from the intro, this is a two-part video, so there already is one other video that I will link at the end of this one where I converted these clothes, and in this video I will convert these clothes. You can see all of the finished pieces at the end of this video where I included somewhat of a lookbook. This kind of office style dress doesn't fit my mom anymore, but I found the detail on the waist very beautiful and I thought it would look great as a skirt, especially because skirts are also a lot more versatile than dresses. I began by cutting the dress in two pieces and flipping it inside out. Then I pinned it in a way that I thought would fit me, tried it on, and repinned it where it needed to be. I also pinned the lining fabric after taking off the skirt. Then I just had to sew everything in place. The next step was to shorten the skirt. To do so, I ironed the fabric to the length that I wanted it to be. While you watch me prepare my skirt to be hemmed, I want to take a minute to remember this sewing machine. It still works, but not really, so I was kind of sad, and that's why I'm using my old sewing machine again, which I actually like better anyways. But I wanted to talk to you about positivity in sitting positions, so I thought this would be a great time to do so. Last year, I actually learned that I am hyper flexible and have some health issues because of it, because I always sit in unhealthy positions, like I am right now. And to fix that, I actually have to work out. And I never liked working out. Actually, I found a way for me to enjoy working out in a way, which is very strange because that was never the case. But there are actually two ways. I either go for a really short workout or I go for a longer workout, which is like less exhausting. I'm not a fan of endurance workouts, so I will just put on some nice music that I enjoy right now. For now it will be K-pop for the most part because it makes me really hyper and excited, and that's actually really good. So my brain actually connects working out with positive emotions that I first just felt by listening to this music. And I actually thought about, wouldn't it be just so cool if you could just do that with everything you do in a day? For me, for example, I really don't like going to bed, but if I made a habit that I really liked with going to bed, so that I would just be excited to go to bed, basically, that would make my day so much better. It wouldn't be oh my god, I don't want to go to bed, or I don't want to work out. It would be oh my god, I can't wait to work out. Wouldn't that be just so cool? Just some positive thoughts out here, because I think that's very important to think about how to make your day a little better, just so that you enjoy it and it's not that boring, because I just always fall back into just watching random YouTube videos till late in the night, and that always makes me unhappy. I ended up hemming the skirt by hand. The only thing left to do was to hem the top part of the skirt, and I broke the zipper of the skirt twice. I will just quickly explain how to repair a zipper if it breaks, because you're stupid like me. What happened was that I pulled out the zipper here before the seam was there. So there is no way you'll get a zipper back in from the top. You have to go from the bottom, and for this skirt I had this little thing here, which is basically like a staple. I don't know if you can tell, and excuse my nails, they're disgusting, but they're basically like a staple. So I just took this out. I had to remove the lining fabric from this seam to do so, and then I opened the zip from the bottom and tried to get this back in, and I think after half an hour, I got it, and then I broke it again, and then I managed to do it faster next time. So just practice with this. Better than repairing the zipper would be to prevent breaking the zipper, and you can do that by just pinning the skirt like this. I lost the footage of me finishing the skirt, so I'm sorry, but the finished skirt will still be in the end of this video. I started off with an old tank top and a scarf that I thrifted. I cut the scarf in half and sewed it together so I had 2 tubes, and then I basically just stretched the armholes of the tank top so I could sew in the 2 tubes as sleeves. I actually wanted to go for more of a shape like this for the sleeves, but then I noticed that the way I sewed in the sleeves was not making that possible. So I decided to bring up the sleeve on the wrist so I had a better composition. To do so, I first found out how much I wanted the sleeves to cover my hands and then marked that space. Then I cut some stripes out of an old t-shirt of my dad and sewed them in the sleeves as channels. Because I had no black elastic, I used the stripes as substitutes. I just threaded them through the channels and made a knot so I could still fit my hand through. And then I was done. For the next recreation, I used the black t-shirt that I used for the shirt before to make the stripes for the sleeves. As a birthday activity, I painted this piece of fabric that I then had to iron so the paint stays on the fabric. This was probably one of my most favorite thrift flips that I made in this series, and it was very easy. So I pinned the white fabric in the t-shirt and cut a hole in the t-shirt so you could see the message. Then I just sewed in the piece of fabric with the message with a zigzag stitch and then secured the edges of the white fabric with a zigzag stitch as well. And the best part was to tear the fabric apart so you had a kind of rough looking framed message. And with message I mean the words that stand on the t-shirt now. I paired the grey skirt with a white t-shirt and a grey bustier on top, partly because I wanted to hop on the trend of last year and partly because I don't have any blouses because I despise them. Also, I didn't have any shoes, so I'm sorry, but overall I'm very happy with this outfit. I think it's kind of chic, but not too chic, if you know what I mean. The next vibe I was going for was Velma from Scooby-Doo, but she tries to seduce her boss shortly before an important business meeting to eventually take over the company and kick him out. I felt like this belt sleeve top is a statement piece on its own, so I combined it with just blue jeans for the first casual look, and I really like how the sleeves cover my hands. I lost the audio for this and I don't want you to complain about my camera making clicking sounds again, so I basically just explained that you could also put in the fringes on the sleeves so it looks like this. The best part about this top is actually that you cannot get sweat stains because the sleeves just don't touch your armpits. What I really like about this bell sleeve top is that it is basically suitable for everything. You can dress it down like I just showed you before, and you can dress it up like I did with this obnoxiously sparkling dress that I actually altered as well. For the last look, I decided to go for something like an e-girl vibe. I tried to find the most punkish looking things that I had and threw them together, and I actually feel like this created a very different look from the other ones, which I really like. This outfit actually makes me feel like an edgy teenager again, that I probably never was, but that's okay as well. I always felt like the buckles on these boots were off, but I feel like for this outfit they fit perfectly. I always aspired to be like these cartoon characters that were just like so positive and happy all the time, just like Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony, or like characters like that, you know, just like super happy, super hyper all the time. I always found that really inspiring. I don't know. And I just hope that I can bring you some happiness. Maybe you need it. And I know I need it a lot sometimes. So I just hope that I can bring you some joy with these videos. And that got kind of deep. I'm sorry.